Hi there. So are you wanting another gift card holder idea? The template that we're going to be using today can be used for any occasion. Welcome to Stampin' with Diane. I'm Diane Evans. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator. So today we're going to make a Christmas themed gift card, and it can be used for either a child or an adult. So what we're going to need is, and actually I'll show you the project that we're going to make. We're going to make this particular one, and it's actually just going to pop up, and the gift card holder is going to go in there. So what you're going to need is you're going to need the Jolly Seasons dies. This does go along with the Holly Jolly Christmas that cuts out the Santa, but I wanted to use it for the 'Tis the Season and the Santa, the sleigh with the reindeer. This is retiring, and you can only get this up until January the 2nd. So if you like it, I strongly suggest that you get it while you can. We're also going to be using the Itty Bitty Christmas, and we're using this stamp set right here. I could have used the Believe off of here. I just thought it was a little too big for where I wanted to put it. This is carrying over, just so that you know that. So this is what you're going to need to make this. You're going to need some Whisper White. This is the thick Whisper White, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score that in a bit. We have another piece of regular Whisper White, and it's 3 1/2 by 6 1/2. We'll score that one later. We have 2 pieces of the Night of Navy, and they're both 4 inches wide. This one's 1 3/4 inches wide, and this one's 3 inches. There's a piece of this Sparkle Glimmer paper, and it's 1 1/4 inches by 7 inches. And I've gone ahead already, and I've cut out these, the 'Tis the Christmas, can't even really see that, 'Tis the Christmas and the Santa sleigh and the reindeer. So we've got that all ready to go. Other things that you're going to need is a Night of Navy stamp pad. We're also using this white shimmer, white frost or frost white shimmer paint. And we are going to use something that is on the discontinued list. It's on the clearance rack, and this is the envelope punch board. You can still get this, and it's at a real reduced price. So I strongly suggest you go into my clearance rack, pick up an envelope punch board. There's lots of different projects that you can make with this fantastic thing. Also, another thing that I added to it is we're going to use these snowflake sequins. Okay, so let's get started. Now, I decided on this particular card, I was actually going to go ahead and show you the different way that I scored. So I'll bring in my cutting tool, and this is the scoring blade there. So on this Whisper White, the thick Whisper White, we're going to score it at, just move this out of the way there. We're going to score this at 2 inches. And I need to pull this out here. And we're going to score it at 7 1/4 inches. We don't need to go up and down that much. And then 7 3/8 inches. And then on this other piece of Whisper White, we are going to score it at 1 3/4 inches. And again at 4 inches. No, that's not right. We're going to score it at 1 3/4 and at 6 inches. Now remember, the beauty of this cutting board is that the 6 inches is on this side. There we go. That looks more like it. Okay, and then that's all the scoring that we're going to need. Now I'm going to go ahead and prep this Night of Navy paper. I use this white shimmer paint. It came out years ago, and we've still got it. We still have it now. And I need like a palette. So I'm just going to actually just use a block. We just need just a little bit. Now watch, because I'm doing this, it's going to end up coming out a lot more than what I need. Really, that's even too much. And we're just going to add a tiny bit of water to it. I happen to have my spritzer here, so just going to use a tiny bit of water to it. I've got it kind of over there, so let's see. Let's get a bit more there. And I just took a paintbrush. Like I say, there's so little that you need to have this. And then I just took my paintbrush and just with this technique, does tend to go all over the place. And this is either going to give a snowy kind of, I want it to kind of look snowy, so. You don't want big blobs on there. There we go. It's about enough there. And of course we'd want to dry that off right away. And we're going to let this just dry to the end here so we can get some other stuff done. So on this particular piece of, oops, see, it's all on there. I'm going to be putting that to the inside. Okay, so we're just going to take this off here as well. And we are going to score on this side here, and we're going to use our bone folder. And then the two pieces, this was the 7 1/4 and the 7 1/8. Here, I'm going to use that. And then, like I say, this part is a little tricky, but it can be done. And this just allows for extra workings and that sort of stuff there. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to take this part here and we're going to bring in the envelope punch board. And we're going to mark at 1 inch. We're just going to punch there. And then we're going to turn this around and mark at 1 inch there as well. So see, this will come like this and like this, and we've got that. So it works there. Now also on this piece here, let's go ahead and score this here, and we're going to score the opposite way there. And on this part, because this part's going to show, this one happens to be, like I say, it's 3 1/2 inches. So we're going to go at 3 1/2. You go at what half of 3 1/2 would be, and that's 1 1/2, 1 3/4. So that's where you would match that up so that it's in the middle there. So that's going to be for our gift card holder there. And this tear and tape is going to be our real buddy or a real friend today. So we're going to put the tear tape right here along that part there. And then also we are going to take the tear tape and we are going to put this along here and along here as well. Just take this. And here. Oops. Oops, that's not how I meant to do that. This does roll off. It is on the inside, so we're going to get away with it. So the nice thing about this is that you can roll it off, but this is just a little bit too wide with having it like that, so I want to show you a different way of doing it. So we're going to take the tear tape and we're going to just put it halfway along there. And when we pull it off of this part here, this. We're going to take this like this and just roll it back onto here. Like that. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Now I'm just putting this on here so it doesn't stick onto the paper. So half on, half off. And where did I put my take your pick tool? There we go. I'm just going to take that off there. And then just roll this back out here. Let's see. Lining those edges up. Like that. And see, that's going to give us enough room for this part to actually come down in here and slide. So when this is like this, we're going to take this part off of here. And you're going to line this up here. So we've got this like there, and it's going to go right in the middle there. And then this part's going to go down here. And that's what gives the mechanism of moving up and down. Now the other part that we want to do on here, on this part here, is to use a glue dot just so that it's not flapping in there. So just, I know I have the glue dots here. There we go. So just take a glue dot right there and another glue dot right here and just put that on there. Now I think these two are dry, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that on with the snail. It's actually a quick card to make. Looks a little fussier than what it is, but it's really quite simple to make. And it's going to go down there like that. And this part's just going to go in here. Then we have our 'Tis the Season, and I'm just using glue onto this, the white Tombow glue. It doesn't seem like that's coming out. I'm going to try doing this again with my silicone mat and see if I can get that out. There we go. It's going to come out like that. There we go. Probably the easier way of doing this on here. Bring out my sponges again that I used for my glue. And we're just going to put that on the back of the Season's Greetings. That. And put that there. And then the same with the sleigh as well. So intricate, that's probably the best way of putting that on there. So sleigh's just going to go up there like that. Oops. And to just finish this off, all we're going to do is we're just going to take some of this Tombow glue and we're just going to put it in different spots. A little bit there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I just went and I took these snowflake sequins, and these are so staticky, but I used the bottom part of your Take Your Pick tool, this part here, and I just picked up some of these here. So I just do it there. Oops. It doesn't want to come off. Of course it doesn't. It's really stuck to that part. There we go. And There's some white ones, there's some stars, there's some regular sequins in there. There. Let's put another one of those there. Okay. Remember to always do things in uneven numbers, so put another one there. Oops. And star down here as well. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Oh, I see. There's one more there. And we will put one of those right there as well. There. And then we're going to tuck this part in on here. And there's our card. Now, I've gone ahead and I've made another card that was done just a little bit differently. This one happened to do some sponging on there with the moon and the trees. So, I mean, you can mix this up. Like I say, I wanted to do some Christmas ones here. So, I hope you like it. And if you do need any of these supplies and live in Canada, I would love to be your demonstrator if you don't have one. You can shop online. This is my hostess code up until December the 31st. And if you do order online, I do have a tutorial for you. And for this month, it's still Let It Snow. And there's instructions for 16 items, and I will send that to you. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Give me a thumbs up, or even subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that's right down here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and bye for now.